Hello, this is Mr. Roy, and here are some interesting tidbits from the Bible. In Acts chapter 20, we find a very interesting story. Now, before we get into the story, if you have been to a church in your lifetime, you have probably encountered a long-winded speaker. At one point or another, if you've done any preaching, you've probably been accused sometimes of being long-winded. But Paul kind of takes the cake here. Paul is about to leave. And so to the believers there where he's at, he's trying to speak as much as he can. So he begins speaking in the afternoon, and by late evening, he is still speaking. And there's a young man named Eutychus. And Eutychus is just kind of hanging out in the window. And the funny part is when you read the story in the Bible, it says Paul just kept talking on and on. And Eutychus falls asleep, and he falls out of the window, and he hits the ground dead. And Paul and everybody else, they rush down to him. Paul throws himself on him and says, no, he's not dead. He's still alive. He picks him up. Eutychus is fine. They go back upstairs. And here's one of the things that I find so cool and interesting. You know, Paul had already talked for a long time. He talked so long that a kid fell asleep, fell out of a window and died, got raised back. They all go back upstairs. And it says, then Paul continued to preach until midnight. So not even having to stop and raise someone from the dead could stop Paul from preaching the gospel. I don't know how you can top that one, but that is something that is very cool and very interesting. Have a blessed day. I love you.